with PAIR, rather than only looking at test scores and then speculating what might be the relationship between arts integration and test scores, we instead look for multiple student data sources in order to begin to talk about the relationship between arts integration and standardized test scores. So we looked at student artifacts gathered in portfolios. We looked at individual student interviews about arts learning. We looked at group interviews of students talking about the artifacts from their portfolios and discussing what happened between the art and the academic in their instruction and how that transfers to other areas of their curriculum. When you have all those data sources, and each of them are analyzed via a strict and rigorous method of analysis that allows you to score, for instance, how a student's ability to articulate their learning changes over time and grows more deep and complex. When you have that kind of analysis, and then you take those outcomes and compare them to the standardized test scores, you then see the correlation is that the better the student did in an individual interview, the better the student did in a group interview, the better they did in the standardized test score. And so in fact, the single greatest predictor of how the students in the PAIR project would do in a standardized test score was how they did in their individual and group interviews about the PAIR project. And when you've got that, which is demonstrated in this research, you can then begin to make very clear correlations between arts integration, teaching artist partnerships, and student performance in standardized test scores.